So, hi everybody, my name is Luke Beach. I work for Boulder Food Rescue in Boulder, Colorado. We also have a program called the Food Rescue Alliance, which has, I think we're at 23 or 24 cities right now across the country. And what that means is it's a lot of food rescues that are in a peer-to-peer learning network. So that meaning that we share resources, we're supporting one another all the time, especially in times of crisis, and getting on the phone and making sure we're sharing best practices and generally just supporting one another. So here in Boulder, I'll talk about that a little more specifically, because with the Food Rescue Alliance, it's really just a way to support people in supporting their own communities in their unique ways. We don't have a one-size-fits-all model, because that really doesn't work for most things, for anything, in my opinion. And so for us in Boulder, this is where Food Rescue Alliance started, but by no means the way to do it. We are a bike-based model here in Boulder, which allows us to be decentralized. And I think at times like this, when it's very challenging for people to get out of their homes, we can't gather in places. Food banks are having a challenging time with figuring out how to get food to people without people being able to shop for it themselves. So I think that we are positioned in a really amazing way to be able to continue to do the systems we've already been doing, which is taking food directly from a food source, grocery store, restaurant, to folks that need it in the community. And these are at low-income housing sites, schools, and daycares. The schools and daycares have been rerouted and are getting food to people in other ways right now, just because those are already closed. But the intention of these no-cost grocery programs is to take food to where people already are, to reduce barriers to accessing that food, such as transportation, especially money. These are no-cost grocery programs. And really just being able to empower people to run it in their own communities. So we have resident leaders in these communities that we call grocery program coordinators that volunteer to run their own programs. So each one looks so unique and different because each community is different, even within our community. So I've been really humbled and amazed by how the program has continued to run and how people are stepping up and helping each other in their communities, especially in the senior sites that we serve, or that I shouldn't say that we serve, the senior sites that are a part of the program. They are making sure that their neighbors are being fed even in isolation, people that are more susceptible to this virus, where we just have to be very careful with how we're getting food to people. So those people that are already the leaders in their community are just continuing to do what they've been doing. So I've just been really humbled and impressed by that. Yeah, what else? I think, what allows us to be prepared for this is really just creating a system that can hopefully run on its own, that we don't have to have a centralized facility. We don't have to own the food. It's not ours to give. We're not othering people. We are a very grassroots minded, but it's making sure that people are empowered and can have access to the resources that they need to survive. And this isn't a charity giving. This is making sure that, just people have access. I mean, it's pretty simple when it comes down to it. And I'm just, it's very exciting on my end of things, like doing more of the development work, to see the program team work. And we have 8 people on staff with us, and I am just amazed by even the systems that we've created internally, with decision making, with being able to be remote, starting to have different technologies to be able to communicate, and just being amazed with how everybody just steps up to the plate. And there's a level of respect internally and externally within our organization, and I think within FRA as a value, that we are going to just continue to support in whatever ways we need to and step up to the plate when we need to as well.